Hey everybody, welcome on into part 2 of episode 3 of the CapeCast. It's me, How do you pronounce my name? Well, that's up to you out there, GC, Jesse, G's, however, James, with my good friend, Default Dan. Hopefully you're coming over from his video. We discussed a lot of really cool stuff about transmuting since we got a refund of all these boxes that we've been using to upgrade the armory. This, Fate event, which take it or leave it, go check out my opinion in the first episode, and of course all those good bleed probabilities. If you're watching this one's first, hey, that's okay too. I like my ice cream before dinner, but make sure after the video run back to dance and catch part 1. But yeah, here we've got my takes, my kind of flavor to this cast, being free to play and a new player. So we're going to be looking into those new player intro quests that just got pushed out in this patch. Speaking of new things, right? Mementos. Didn't realize that those were staying around forever when I first saw them. They're brand new to the game. So we'll take a look at those as well, and maybe suggestions on how you should be gifting. And then we will be continuing our discussion over all the Supreme Commander days. And this one happens to be my favorite, day 2. So I'm excited about my favorite day of Supreme Commander. The new player intro quests, which normally over on my channel will show in my screen. Today, we're going to be showing Default Dan's screen because he's a smart content creator. He's going to make some content off of this. So subscribe to his channel and this one, please, to see that. But yeah, I knocked these out of the park, Dan. I enjoyed them. It's an amazing influx of resources. And it's pretty simple because it's one of my favorite single player modes where you can just kind of let it run and you look over every now and then and your characters are fighting and that's cute. And then eventually you're ready for the next queue up of battle and you fight through, but you can go through 5, 10, 15 battles in a row before queuing again. So I completed all of these day 1 just by idling while doing chores and petting and playing with cats. You're just on Portal 5. You're just on Portal 5. So haven't seen a whole lot of the play. I'm going to tell you, Dan, it's the same. But what are your thoughts? What are your thoughts? Where are you at with this being something new, considering that you're so late game, you're using resources we don't even collect?
Yeah, I think the cool thing about it, right, is, as you mentioned, when you're starting this game, there's a lot of these different areas where you get to kind of experience the game, see different characters you maybe haven't played with and things like that. And that's great in the way that it was set up. But right now we have so many mythics, we have so many characters. And one of the things I remember from my early days was you can get a bunch of legendaries, but the mythics were all super random. What are you going to get in your mother boxes? What are you going to get on your anvil pulls or whatever? So you didn't really get to test out a lot of these different characters. And I like this event because this event gives you the reward. So like you said, you go through, I have to do 5 of these, in order to beat this portal. Then I'll get the next portal and the next portal. But the milestones are crazy good. You're going to get some mythics. You're going to get Green Arrow, Wonder Woman, Mara, which are probably the 3
legendaries.
Legendaries. Those are probably the 3 best legendaries in general. But then you also get playable characters. Aquaman's good. Batgirl, we're already getting on some of the free stuff in mine because we're on Nightwing. I know you're getting Ivy, which is much better. But Shazam, Bane, Two-Face, Penguin, you start to get good ones. I mean, Raven's in there, The Flash, Crypto,
And then the best boy Crypto. The best boy Crypto right at the end. The free-to-play puppy coming in and being at the end of the new player's quest. And I do just want to quickly stress, Dan, you said event earlier, and I thought that this was a limited time event. This is just quests. They're just there. There's no rush to complete them. If you are a new player and you can't get through a level, that's fine. Come back later. But Dan, this I've been playing for a month now. Running through this unlocked 5 mythics for me. It is insane. insane the amount of resources in this track to help accelerate that new player experience.
Yeah, and I think that's the thing, right? Like, yes,
it's quantum components too.
Yeah.
We're geeking over the characters. I'm sorry. Quantum components helped me so much. Like, it boosted my ship to my overall power, and I'm taking out training simulators and everything. Like, it's insane. I haven't been doing a whole lot of force now, but there's 200 force tokens there. I wish that I had this 2 months ago when I actually started the game, but I'm happy it's here now.
Yeah, and I imagine right when you start, right, like, we're blowing through this, but we've also got some characters we've invested in and stuff like that. So I'm sure this is also, you know, it makes sense as a new player to where it's probably slightly hard in a few of these as you build up your team. But yeah, when I started, we had a couple events, and they were events because it was like the Catwoman one, and there was another one that popped up where you like had 24 hours or whatever it was to finish all the tasks, right? Whereas this one, to your point, it's just open. Just go through it, beat it, get the stuff. You know, you get your afterburners in here. Again, a really good resource in the game in general. So there's a lot of stuff here. I'm also excited that it wasn't just like something they rolled out for like, oh, any server that's this young.
Yes.
You know, I mean, yes, I'm probably not going to get much out of the mythics here, but even that, they're going to be 10 shards. So like, sure, 10 shards, I'll take them. They're free. So I can't complain.
Yep. Yeah, and again, I think it was a really smart move for them to make it the continuous battle mode. It's my favorite one of these Dark Legion quest types for the story mode. The one where you're walking around like the disconnected map. I call it disconnected, but you're walking around the map and you have to click after every battle or after every step. I hate that one. Too many clicks. I like the continuous battle ones because my preference of the way to play this game is throw up those continuous battles, do something else. Chores. I stayed up playing with my cat. You guys out there don't know this on the podcast. We just adopted 2 chunky, beautiful cat boys just 2 weeks ago, and he finally warmed up to me and played. Meanwhile, I'm unlocking the 10 more shards of crypto. You know, I think that was such a smart move. I'm virtually a dog person. But yeah, I think that was just such a smart move for this mode because you do want to roll it out to everybody. I'm sure there's like weird technical difficulties of trying to roll out code to only half your servers. And this doesn't feel painful even 2 months later. Like for you'll probably go through it even faster because you'll snap these guys in half, you know? And yeah, by the end of it, you're doing 15, right? You're only sitting there at 5 right now at Portal 5. But when you're getting up there, I don't remember which number it was. Guys, he's going to make an info video. So if you are new to play, go subscribe to Dan. He's going to lay this all out. You'll know exactly when the 15 hits and when the 10 hits. But when it got to 15, that's when, for me, it was like perfect because I could wash half the dishes and then come back and get a reward. You know,
let it run in the background. It's all you got to do. Yeah, it's again, I think it's a great way of them rolling it out. I can't wait for when you finally get the Wonder Woman event that'll pop up. So you'll get to see another mode off this map. So I'll love to get that feedback when you get to that point. But I agree with you. I think they did a great job in here. And, you know, again, this is rolling out new stuff. We've got another new thing that they rolled out in Mementos.
Yes, Mementos, which, again, 2 things coming new to the game. I immediately think that they're just an event. And to be fair, this one has an event in it. Okay, so Mementos, they're new collectibles. That's basically it. They're a fun thing. You can gift them to other people if you have a duplicate to help your comrades, you know, complete their collections, or kind of like with the Rift, if you want to be selfish, you can hoard them all yourself. But yeah, we've got the limited collectibles in the Batman. I think there's 77 days at the time of recording left. And as you collect stuff, you get rewards. That's basically the bulk of it. Each one of these comic books have mementos in them. I wish there was more to this. I love the fact that it's a new collecting thing, and when I magically end up having them all, I'll get 20 ship parts and 60 force tokens with 400 glass eyes or whatever, whatever that book is giving me. I'm glad it's there.
Yeah.
Same exact thing, same exact concept. Make them comic book pages and let me finish a comic book page. Right?
Yeah, I think that would be really cool if this was more of like you're saying, like a comic book. You each thing's a page, kind of like what they do with your characters. So as you get stars, you get more of their story that you get to listen to and see. That would have been cool to handle it that way. I mean, you get, or
tell me about Robin's suit and about this poison. Give me, when I collect these, give me, I don't know, maybe go to one that you've collected. Let's double check before we say all this, comments,
and
right?
And we get nothing.
And then there's a mask to intimidate victims. Come on. Love the fact that we're collecting stuff. Love the fact that we can gift it, which we need to talk about.
Yeah.
Love the fact that we get rewards. The theme of this is so off the mark. Like you hit the dartboard, but you're getting 2 points. Like you could have bullseyed this really easy.
Yeah, especially the fact that these are comic books. Now that you say it should have been pages, I'm like, they are comic books, but then when you open them, it's just random items.
And maybe they're not, right? Maybe a comic. Let me know if you are watching this episode and you are in these mementos and you've been collecting them and you're like, holy shit, yeah, this is the episode Guardians of Gotham where the issue where they first showed the Joker Venom. This is such a cool tie-in. But if I don't think that's there, and it's not apparent in game if it is.
Yeah. I agree. And to your point, right? Like as you collect these, you have two different options. So you can go in the store, you can get points, and you can scrap these guys. But when you scrap them, like I'm getting 2 stars to scrap this. And then you can use those stars to buy more momentum boxes or memento
more
boxes.
Of them?
But like
momenti.
Yeah, but like see 50 just to get a blue one, which is your lower level. You're having to scrap 25 of these to get the red ones, which are like, I was just noticing when we were clicking on the Batman ones, this one has 3 red ones, which are going to be like nearly impossible to find, right? Like open and do. So I do find it like funny that we're doing this. And you had mentioned on the wish list. So one thing, because somebody did gift me a piece, I now can't request for 2 days.
For 2 days, but you can still give out 5 a day, which to me is such a weird balance. Somebody in my league was like, maybe a 1 day cooldown on receiving a gift makes a lot of sense. This might change when we've all been collecting for a month, 2 months. And then it's like, oh, I can be spitting all these commons out to everybody because I have a butt ton of them. But that feels really weird. I think a 1 day would have been a fine place to start at it. Maybe they're being conservative, but that's another thing. And this is about the only tip we can give you guys for the new Mementos.
Don't do this.
Is don't go and request the legendaries first. Don't go and request. First off, if someone has a dupe legendary, why do you think they're giving it to you? We don't know how much a dupe legendary breaks down for. Maybe a dupe legendary is half of your red box, right? We don't know. So, but no one's going to find a legendary. They'd have to find a dupe to give it to you guys. Don't ask for the bat who laughs, or it's not going to happen. You're not getting this gifted to you. Find a common, maybe something in a book that you've already collected some for. Make that your wish list. Yeah.
And that's actually what I did. Like when I started this, the first one was like, oh, let me grab this bat who laughs. Then I opened some boxes and realized like, oh, okay, so I'm just getting a bunch of these green ones. I might as well request a green one because somebody may have 2. But yeah.
And they did. Like, you got a gift. You're on cooldown right now.
and I got one. So yeah, I would recommend like look at the 1-star, maybe a 2-star, but for starting, like if you still have 1-stars you're missing, ask for those because you're more likely to get it because you get these from your daily task, right? So you're only going to get a couple a day. And I think the final box maybe gives you 2, or at least yesterday I got 2 in it.
Right. That's another thing. I was wondering about that. Okay, so question to you. On the first day, the smaller boxes, did you notice getting mementos from the first day that mementos come out? Did you notice getting them from dailies? Because I didn't notice, and there was a lot of confusions in my league of where these were coming from, and I was wondering if there was a delay by the time they showed up.
I think it was. I think that so yesterday. I think I only got them in like after reset or something because they were only in my last 3 boxes. I think is the way it worked out because I had opened the other 2 prior to them maybe actually being in the game. But I mean, we'll check right now. We've got 4 boxes. We can open them up. Of course, they don't open individually. We've got 1, 2,
4.
3, 4.
It was 4. Yep.
Yeah. So we got 4 mementos, 4 boxes. And then I think your final box gives you 2. So you can get 6 a day. So here's a 2-star that's new. A 2-star that's new. 1-star. So I'm assuming like
still new.
Yeah. I imagine we'll get new for a while. So I imagine your 20 and your 40s maybe give you the 1-star. Your next 2 maybe give you 2 stars. Again, these are all guesses. I got no idea, but we're just making some educated guesses maybe, and we'll do some more throughout the week just to see what we get out of there. And then maybe this bigger box, maybe you have because again, these are green and then this one's blue. So blue is going to give you definitely better.
So we actually don't have to guess. If you'll go into mementos up in your eye, the top right,
okay,
so your green boxes have a 30% chance for double star, which it's about what we saw, maybe a little bit better, but you still have more green boxes to pull today.
Yeah, I mean, I've got the 1 more, right? I've got whatever's going to come into the big one, which actually was a blue box. So,
so this makes me realize that shop item is even worse than we thought because that's a 15% chance for a red. It's not a guaranteed red. It's only 15% chance that you'll find a red in the red box.
Yeah, that's
true. Kind of low.
And I'm assuming that'll be the only place unless I haven't checked the shop. Let's check the shop real quick. Not this store, the other store. I'm imagining they have not added some type of harvest chest yet.
To it.
Yep. No, that's where you give away to other people. Yeah, so really that's the only way right now is breaking down your
watch it. There'll be about 15 days left on the Batman event, and you'll be able to purchase red boxes out of the store for $10
or the stars, or the stars or something. But yeah, that is kind of interesting that it's 15%, 2% on the yellow. But again, your dailies are only going to give you blue and green. So the only way to even try to get a red is going to be breaking stuff down.
Wow.
So,
and then 0.5% chance to if you end up on a purple. Oh, well, that is interesting. Okay, wait a second. It's a little bit better though, because you're getting 4 mementos out of that red box. You're getting 3 mementos out of the purple box. So I wonder, I bet that's 15% on each memento. So you do get 4 draws, 4 mementos, 15% for each one of those to be a red. So it's a little bit better, maybe.
Not guaranteed, but you're probably definitely going to get, this 4 yellow, which would be nice. Probably one of those 4 is going to be a 5 yellow, every other box you open up. But yeah, I guess the thing is going to be when it comes to like this limited, right? The limited Batman, you're looking at 3 different reds, 2 reds here. So there's 5, 6,
another whole
7. So there's 7 reds. I guess this is the problem with this. If you're a completionist, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Because this is going to be hard to get all of those in order to get these trophies, right? Like if you have to get these trophies, because that's just how you work.
Considering this is only, there's got to be something coming in the pipe. They've got to be augmenting these memento boxes. Must be like some new event is going to reward them to us, because there's just no possible way, if you clear every single daily, every single day, that in 77 days you're completing the Batman thing. It's literally not possible.
Yeah.
And you don't want gacha game things to be not possible, just very, very close to it.
Yeah. I think it's going to come down to like, there's probably going to be boxes like you're saying at some point, even if it's just like limited time, whatever shop, limited time, whatever that pops up. But the question is really going to come down to, would you rather put that $4.99, that $9.99, whatever into that, or one of these other areas? So if that comes in, we're going to have to break it down on a future CapeCast where we say like, what's the value? Is it really worth it? Things like that. If we see anything like that, but I'd say right now, this mode in general, have fun with it.
Free stuff.
Just open some stuff, see what happens, trade some stuff around, and don't get too hung up on not getting these trophies. Because as of right now, I would say it's going to be very difficult to get these trophies. Currently,
it really doesn't.
The way it's set
really
up.
Doesn't. Memento boxes, they're bad boxes. They're not my favorite boxes. I'm glad that they're free. I'm glad that they're coming in. It's a cute little fun thing to collect. I like collecting things. I like getting free stuff, but they're not as good as mother boxes, which is day 2 of Supreme Commander, my favorite day, because there is nothing as satisfying as opening a mother box. I don't know what it is about this game, guys, specifically the animation, the sound, the click. Going and summoning Superman's baby spaceship in the bleed is such a boring animation. I try to skip it every time. You cannot skip mother box animation, and that's a good thing, because it's beautiful. It's gorgeous. And Commander Day 2 is all about mother boxes. This is the only day you're opening mother boxes, and you're opening all your mother boxes. Yeah. You can open anvils, much like the other days of Supreme Commander, much like day 1 that we discussed. 300 points. If you need to boost up, today's not the day for your anvils. Just like yesterday, day 1 is all intel. Day 2, you can do drones. You can do drones. That's fine. Half drones. All intel, half drones. Day 2 is all mother boxes. Every mother box forever, because every mother box point you get gives you some Supreme Commander points. And it's easy enough throughout the week to hoard up mother boxes. Pop them all open, and all those shards that you're going to be opening, hold on to them. We'll get to that Supreme Commander day. You're not using those character shards on day 2. The only thing you're using are these mother boxes.
I would kind of agree with you. I don't think I've ever had a day 2 that I haven't maxed out. And again, even if you're free to play, like maybe the 4th level, which is just the eyes or whatever, maybe you can't get that, but like the first 3 levels, you should be able to get enough of these pretty easily. And if you're not doing it, I don't know if I have any in my store right now, but if you're not doing it, I definitely would say there's usually like green boxes in here that pop in here, and they're like ×5 or ×10 or whatever they are. For cash, grab them. Right. I don't ever buy the blue ones. To me, that's 60K is a little on the pricier side.
You're strapped for cash now in the late game. Early game, I'd say buy them for 60K. Yeah. Like 60K is a sneeze in the bucket to the early game. It's not going to stop you. It's not going to slow you down. But when you're spending 1.1 million 5 times to level up one character, I understand why 60 is kind of important. I've also used the league shop sometimes. There's always green boxes at the bottom of the league shop. They're not very high value, but they're always there. You getting league points all the time. You sure need to spend some league points. Holy smokes, 27.8K.
So when it comes to mine, I'm only buying this top level. I'm only buying the anvils and the ship parts when they're up at the top part. I used to max out the ship parts in the bottom, which is probably fine, but right now, again, we're saving up for the outsiders, so I need as many anvils as possible, which is where I'm spending mine. But Yeah.
Yeah, no, the league shop there is where I've gone to get green boxes. The first heavy spend week I did, I grabbed green boxes from there to finish off. This one I didn't have to. No. I saved up as many as I wanted to. There's other days that I get greedy because I love mother boxes. I love opening them. So I've opened them on non-mother box days, to try to get shards. I'm telling you guys, don't do it. Mother box day 2 of Supreme Commander. That's when you get to open your mother boxes. Yeah. Every single mother box point you get is there. That's the big of it. One last bit. I've said it a couple times now. Every mother box point you get, the red boxes don't give you points. You can open them willy-nilly whenever because they don't actually give you any mother box points. How do you feel about that? Do you just open them? I mean, you've got 48 sitting here. I open my red boxes as soon as I get them, just because I'm impatient.
So I was opening them. Now I'm kind of holding on to them to do probably like a short or a video of opening like 100 or something and being like, look what I got in 100. I don't know, something like that. But
I'm telling you guys, he's got content. He's doing it. I'll be making shorts. We'll boost this channel. I promise.
But yeah, I mean, the important thing to know, like you're saying, like each of these colors have different points. So like your greens are worth 1 point, blues are worth 10 points per, your purples are 20 points, and then your yellows are 50 points per box. So you do need to kind of keep that in mind when you're doing your maxing out your days, because if you just willy-nilly open all of them, you may go way over and you could just hold on to some for the next week. But the red ones, like you're saying, they give you 0 points. There's a point to that because as you're opening these boxes, and this is more so if you're new to the game, it's going to fill up this meter. And once the meter fills up, you get more free mother boxes. And this will rotate between red, purple, yellow, all of that to fill back up your mother boxes. So you can kind of keep rolling on it for a while, especially when you're opening up the yellow ones. But yeah,
that feels really good. That's another thing I love about mother boxes is opening mother boxes gives you more mother boxes so you can open more mother boxes. Mother boxes are my favorite part of this game. Supreme Commander 2 is my favorite day in Supreme Commander week. And by the way, there's about 420 or so green boxes throughout that new player quest line. Throughout the dark portal, because I emptied all my mother boxes and I am completely loaded up for next week. So I didn't this week. I opened every mother box and I didn't waste any points for Supreme Commander. It's also my spend week, but next week I'll be using the Supreme Commander checklist, the Supreme Commander calculator. We linked it on the last episode. We'll link it on this episode. That way, if you've got 12 purples and 18 legendaries. You can throw it in the calculator, find out exactly how many mother box points that is, find out exactly how many Supreme Commander points that is, and plan your resource spending wisely.
Absolutely. It's the important part, man. Just got to know how you're spending your stuff, how you're approaching the game, and if you can be very frivolous, or not frivolous, opposite of that. You don't want to be frivolous. You want to be, very methodical about how you're doing a lot of these things. You can get the most amount of rewards, the most amount of resources to continue your progress. Again, a lot of people ask, how am I so patient with holding the anvils? And that's just how it is. I'm got focused on where I'm going with it. And you got to do that in all these different modes. So I'm excited about next week when we talk about day 3. Because day 3 is a pretty big day. And then again, when we get to day 4, we're back to opening characters. But day 3 is a really cool one because there's so many things you can do on that day to get your points. So we'll be talking about that on next week's CapeCast.
So make sure that you subscribe. That way you can come back next week and let me know. Mother boxes, aren't they the best part of the game? If I'm wrong, don't tell me. Actually, I don't want you to comment. I only want to hear how great mother boxes are. Guys, thank you so much for hanging out with us here at the CapeCast. Have a super morning, evening, good night, wherever it's at. I'll find a tagline to exit on eventually. See you guys next time.